have a yoga strap within reach. So right off by your hip somewhere in reaching distance. And then just having that in grabby distance, but laying down, letting the back of your head rest on the mat, letting your body become heavy now, resting on the earth as compared to the rest of your day. Feeling the weight of your body just start to offload energy. And starting to find your breath, your rhythm. Elongate the breath. Maybe put the pause at the top and bottom. Maybe you take a few rounds of sighing breath out. And I invite you to imagine a day where the only thing on your to-do list is taking care of you. It's caring for your body, mind, and spirit. Just making your well-being a number one priority. Just take a couple more rounds of breath, maybe imagining ways you can take care of you a little better throughout your days, throughout your week. Infuse that care into your routines that you already have. Getting ready to move on even more. Take one more full deep breath all the way in. Let your belly rise, pull oxygen into your brain, pause and hold that space at the top and part your lips, sigh it out. Go ahead and reach your arms long overhead. Just feel the body stretch. You can point your toes, arch your back off the mat. And then rest your left palm on top of your right. Hover up your head, neck, and shoulders. Shimmy them over to the right side for banana pulse. And then bring your left leg over to meet your right. And you can even shimmy them even more to the right if that's comfortable, or cross your ankles. Let your head get heavy, back of head on the mat. Try to rest your shoulders down on the earth, your arms on the mat, and keep your left hip grounded towards the earth. Just breathe right here, stretching your left side body all the way down from the ankle, up the side leg, IT band, into the space in between the hips and the ribs. Spreading all the muscles, bringing oxygen in to circulate through the muscles on the way up, circulating blood all the way up through your fingertips. You can always grab elbow creases here if that makes the shape, this asana, this pose more comfortable for you, or if it changes it in any way that just feels better, more desirable in your body. And one more cycle of breath. Take it slow and fluid, no rush. And when you're ready to switch, we'll uncross our stacked ankles. If they were there, bring the left leg back to neutral. Shimmy your spine back through neutral. Take your arms by your sides, palms face up. Tuck your shoulder blades down your back. Just take a moment to rest with this long neutral spine, this long neutral body, supported by the ground, the earth. Go ahead and reach your arms overhead again. Bring your legs together, point your toes. Take that big stretch, maybe even arching the low back again off the mat, flaring your ribs. And then place your right palm on top of your left. Shimmy your head, neck, and shoulders over to the left side. Bring your left leg a little more to the off the edge of your mat and draw your right leg over to meet, possibly crossing ankles. Hip, shoulders, and head all nestled into the ground. Just take a few moments to breathe here. Staying with this long, slow, rhythmic, deep, fluid breath. About one more round of breath right here. And then uncrossing your ankles, taking the right leg back over towards the middle. Shimmy over so your spine is neutral through center. Bring your arms on by your sides, palms face up, walk your shoulders down your back. Take a moment to reset, clear your slate. And go ahead and plant your feet hips width distance apart on the mat. This is just to untuck our pelvis. So letting the low back rest on the ground, press down. So the sitting bones are really facing and reaching towards the top of your mat. Draw your right knee into your chest, draw your left knee into your chest, give yourself a little squeeze. Holding onto your right knee, extend your left leg to the sky, and you can point or flex your toes, maybe roll your ankle, whatever feels right, and squeeze that right knee over into your armpit. Just start to feel the inner thighs open just a little bit as you stretch through the left leg and pull the right knee over towards the outer side. And then we'll switch that out, right leg to the sky, left knee towards your armpit, spreading the hips a little bit wider. And then we'll just alternate side to side for a few rounds here, right knee to chest, then left knee to chest. To find your own unique rhythm to this, what makes sense to you. Stretching long through the leg that's reaching for the sky. Keep a soft bend of the knees so you don't accidentally hyperextend that knee joint. And just go another cycle or two until your right knee is bent into your chest, your left leg is at the sky. And then let the left leg lower all the way to the mat. Point through your left toes so your left leg stays active. Roll your right ankle a couple of times clockwise and counterclockwise. And then take a strap or a belt around the right sole of your foot and extend your foot to the sky. Grab both palms onto the sides of that strap and draw the strap up and down, creating some tension, some friction, some heat on the sole of your flexed right foot. And your right heel stacked over the hip. Then go ahead and just pause here. Pull the leg towards your shin, stretching into your hamstring. Maybe your left hand comes to your side or onto your left hip here. Keep engaged in your left leg. Just breathe and ease into this hamstring stretch. And then as you're ready, start to take your right leg off to the right side, keeping your left hip grounded, left shoulder grounded. You can keep your gaze up at the sky or even look towards your left side body. You can flex the right toes, point through your left toes. And if it's helpful, you can rest a block under your right outer leg, the shin, or just hover in place, hold, but engage, and then pull your foot, your right foot towards the top of your mat just to get a little extra engagement into that hamstring. And start to draw your leg up through center, heel aligned over hip. Grab your strap with your left palm to your right hip, and take your leg to the left side, stacking your hips. They'll try to keep your right shoulder in the ground. You can always now place a block under your calf on the left side. You can look up or to the right. Keep pointing your left toes and flexing your right toes that are in the strap. Leg engaged. Now on your next breath in, swing your leg up cautiously, carefully up so your hips are on the ground. Bend your knee into your chest. Take off the strap, draw your left knee into your chest, and take your right leg to the mat. And go ahead and roll your left ankle a few times, clockwise and counterclockwise, and draw your knee out towards your armpit. Finding your strap to the sole of your foot, extend the sole of your foot to the sky, heel over hip, and create that tension, that friction with your strap. You can warm up a chilly foot, but also energizing the systems that are at the sole of the foot, lighting it up. Waking them up. Then start to draw that leg towards the top of your mat, stretching your hamstring. Bend your knee as much as you need or kick through the heel to get a little bit straighter in the leg, a little bit more depth to the hamstring here. Keep your right leg engaged, keep pointing those toes. And start to draw your left leg to the left side of your mat. Keep your right hand on your hip if that's where it's most comfortable. Shoulders in the ground. Maybe look over to your right this time. Just opening the inner thighs, opening the hips. Draw your leg back up, heel and hip aligned. Grab the strap with your right hand, left palm to left hip. And let your legs slowly, cautiously, carefully swing open to the right, stacking your hips. Look to your left shoulder in the ground. Pointing the right toes still for the active leg muscles. All that engagement in the left leg as you flex the left toes back towards your knee crease. And start to draw your leg up towards the sky. Bend your knee to your chest. Remove the strap. Bring your right knee into your chest. Take your knees wide. Gently rock side to side. Slowly caressing your sacrum, your lower lumbar spine on the mat. And then grabbing behind your thighs, rock and roll about 4 or so times. Make your way up to tabletop pose. You can cross your ankles. Come into all fours, whatever way makes sense to you. Spread your fingers wide. And we're going to extend the right leg off to the right side. Heel in line with hip. Point your toes forward so you've got a 90-degree bend. And we'll find cat's cows right here. So open the chest as you soften your belly without hyper hinging in the spine. And then press the earth away on an exhale. Breath, chin into chest, look back towards your navel. Breathe in as you open your heart, soften the belly, and exhale as you press it back, arching the spine towards the sky. One more time, breathe in, and breathe out. Come into your long neutral spine where your tailbone and sits bones reach back, crown of head reaches forward. Inhale, sweep your left palm up towards the sky, feel the collarbones widen the chest, widen the left shoulder open. And exhale, thread your needle, left temple or ear to the ground. And keep pressing through the right foot into the earth. And bring your right palm overhead towards the top of your space to stretch your right side body even more. Couple breaths. Take care of you as you come into shapes that might start to feel a little awkward in the body. And try to just maintain your strong, deep, rhythmic breathing. Go ahead and slide your right palm back underneath your right shoulder. Press down as you sweep your left palm up towards the sky. Full breath. And on your exhale, plant your left palm under your left shoulder. Draw your right knee back underneath your right hip. Right to the other side. So left leg extends out in line with your hip. Press your foot down so the toes face the top edge of your mat. Couple cats and cows right here on this side. Open the heart, soften the belly as you inhale. And exhale, cat pose as you stretch the vertebrae in your shoulders. This natural hunching action that we already carry with us, making cat pose seem more accessible. Just taking care of the low back when you go into cat. Making sure not to have any sharp hinging in the spine. Come into your neutral spine tabletop pose right here. Inhale, sweep your right arm all the way up, opening up the front shoulder, the chest. Exhale, thread your needle, right temple or ear to the mat. And settle in and possibly elongate your left arm forward, maybe tense your fingertips up, stretch the left side body. I'm just noticing how the pressure might feel different from side to side. Is that common for you, uncommon? Do you notice it even? Draw your left palm under your left shoulder, press down as you inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, right palm down, draw your left knee in and tuck your toes. Big breath in with that long spine, stretching the soles of your feet. And exhale, downward facing dog, send the hips up and back. And find your organic movement as you move into your first down dog of class. And pressing into your hands, spreading the fingers wide, particularly the thumb and index finger sides of your hands, that L and J shape. Sending the hips a little higher, maybe reaching the heels down just a tad bit more. Nice, and then pause in your down dog. Just feel it in your body. Feel the strength and stretch, the release, any tension, whatever you are experiencing, just feel it, be with it, acknowledge it. Then soften your knees and look at the top of your mat. And tiptoe forward, feet behind wrists. Find your first forward fold, nice and deep. Walk your hands left and right and left, distributing the weight from side to side, getting even more into those hamstrings and also the side body as you reach from side to side. Tented fingers, it's kind of stretching you open. Nod your head no and yes, so your head's hanging heavy. And then pause right through center. And find your first halfway lift right here. So nice long spine, hands can be on blocks, the ground, shins, thighs, wherever you need. Take that breath in, soften your knees, and fold in half as you exhale. Nice, inhale, rise all the way up, standing mountain pose. Arms come all the way up over your head. Exhale, bring your hands to your hearts. So root down in your left foot, and you can bring your hands to your hips if you'd like. We've got a little bit of moving action work. So soft bend in the left knee, right leg, we're gonna just lift it to the side and lower it down. Building a little muscle in the right outer hip, just 3 more times. Lift and lower, in control. Twice more. And 1 more time, take it down. Press through both heels, spread the right toes wide, go to your left foot. You're gonna lift up, breathe in, and then exhale, tap it down. And 3 more times to lift, getting some outer glute and hip work. Twice more. And 1 more time, lift your leg up and out. Place it down, root into both heels, sweep your arms up, Tadasana, inhale, breath. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Inhale, sweep up, mountain pose. Exhale, right arm down, side body stretch. Press through your left heel, press through your right heel, pull your shoulder up and back, open your heart. Inhale through center. Lift your right leg up. 1 leg mountain. Add exhale, figure 4, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Hands can come to your heart. Press your palms together, elbows wide. Maybe you lower down and rest those arms on the shelf of your leg. Press through your heel, bring your toes back towards your knee. And then send your booty down even more, reach forward through your heart, getting the right outer hip a little bit of love. Nice, hold for a breath in. Hold for a breath out. Slow and steady, inhale, 1 leg mountain. Lift that right knee in line with your hip. And exhale, hands to your heart, press your foot into the ground. Inhale, sweep your arms up, Tadasana. And exhale, left arm down this time, side body stretch, right arm reaches overhead, pull the shoulder back behind your ear, or at least in line with your ear so your heart is open. Press through your right heel, press through your left heel. Inhale, up mountain. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart. Reset, weight is in your right foot. Inhale, 1 leg mountain, left knee lifts. And exhale, figure 4, cross it over. Hands to heart, thumbs to the sternum, lower down with the booty, reach forward through the heart. Maybe rest those palms pressing together on top of your shin. Heel is kicking out, toes are flexing back. Send the hips a little lower as you keep length long through the heart. Stay for a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Slow and steady, rise up, 1 leg mountain. Inhale to lift your knee in line with hip. And exhale, hands to heart, 2 feet to the ground. Nice, friends. Reach up 1 more time, mountain pose, breath in. Exhale, forward folds. And find a halfway lift. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, crouch and curl into a small little tight ball. Breathe into the back side of your body. Maybe round your spine a little bit more. Last breath in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms under your shoulders and lengthen your legs back behind you. Feet or hips width apart, navel to spine. Draw all the energy into your midline. Hold for 4, 3, knees down in 2, and 1, knees down. Hug your elbows back, lower to your chin and chest. Untuck your toes for cobra pose at the bottom. Bring the big toes to touch if you can. And then lift your heart up. Lift your knees, actively reach through your heart. Engage legs. Possibly press into your toes for up dog. Breath in wherever you're at. Now your exhale, make your way to your downward facing dog, either from cobra or up dog. Nice. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold in half. Inhale, Tadasana, rise to standing. Exhale, right arm down, side body stretch. Inhale, Tadasana with your right knee lifting, one leg mountain. Exhale, figure four, get low. Inhale, rise it up, one leg mountain, move with breath. Exhale, foot down, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms to the sky, mountain pose. Exhale, left arm down, side body stretch, slide it down your thigh. Inhale, arms to the sky, lift your left knee, one leg mountain. And exhale, cross it over, last figure four for now. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, hands to heart and two solid feet beneath you. Inhale, reach for the sky, big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, friends. Exhale, crouch and curl into a little tight ball. Now, option to plant your palms, crow pose, Bakasana, lift the hips up high. Bring the knees out and behind your armpit, shift forward onto the tippy toes. Keep your gaze forward like a triangle is in between the palms and where your focus is in front of you. Maybe one or both toes greet each other and lifts off the mat. Hold for 4, 3, high plank to chaturanga and 2, and 1. You can walk, hop, or float it back to high plank. An option to move through cobra pose, or come all the way into low plank up dog, and eventually back to your downward facing dog. Taking a couple cycles of breath, deep inhales, rhythmic exhales. And preparing to move on, shift the weight into your left foot. Inhale your right leg up and back. Just get long here with that reach. And then bend your knee, heel over glute, scorpion dog. Keep the weight distributed equally into both palms so your shoulder girdle stays parallel to the ground. And reach the knee up a little higher, open the inner thighs, breathe in. Exhale, knee to your opposite arm. So you're gonna have a little twist and try to draw that knee up higher than your elbow if possible, high on the back toes. Inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-leg dog. Exhale, low lunge, step between your palms, bring your back knee to the ground. Anjaneyasana, hands to the sky. And we'll take the right palm down by our side as we have our 90-degree knees and our long spine. Take this inhale, and then go ahead and exhale, just side body stretch, reach over to the right wall, scissor your inner thighs for stability, maybe tuck your left toes for stability. Inhale, bring both palms overhead, tuck the back toes if they're not already. Come all the way up, crescent lunge. Really rooted in your right foot, getting the left hip flexor a little bit of love, and as you strain the back hamstring to get into that front side of the hip. Scissor your inner thighs together to get more length and control stability over your legs. Finding our balance on our right foot, take a breath in. Exhale, airplane pose, press off your back toes, take flight with your legs, sweep your arms back by your side body. Palms pivot to the ground, thumbs to the outer edges of your mat space. Squeeze and hug your shoulder blades down your back, drawing your little fingers together, hovered right above your legs, right above your hips. And reach forward through your heart as you extend back through your leg. Your gaze is at the top of your mat or even a little bit forward. We're not completely flat and parallel to the ground, like an airplane. Nice. On your next breath in, toes down, crescent lunge, arms to the sky. And exhale, warrior 2, just pivot it open. Back heel at 90 now. Front knee and ankle lined up, just reaching long through those legs and your arms. Take your gaze forward, maybe close your eyes. Press into your feet and feel your legs activate. Next breath in, reverse your warrior, sweep it up, more side body opening, friends, you got it. Keep that left side long as well, even though we want to crunch and shorten it, but keep it long, so press through the ribs forward. And then extended side angle when you're ready, pivoting forward, option to use the shelf of your leg to rest. Now open the heart to the side, spinning a little bit. Now taking a half or a full bind, if you'd like to add that on today, back palm to your low back, maybe finding your hip crease, low palm reaching for the hand, or using that strap. Maybe look over your left shoulder, take a minute, and make sure the alignment of front knee and ankle are still there. Just one more cycle of breath. 2 more cycles of breath. Nice, Jacob. And then pull the heart back over so everything's in line with the legs. Nice. One more inhale. And stay for that exhale. Awesome. Inhale, star pose. Release your bind. Bring your palms together or separated. Really, that's going to be your option today. And bring both feet forward. Pivot them so they face the top edge of your mat. Get long as you engage your legs and pull the energy in. So adduction of the inner thighs. Take that breath in. And exhale, Skandasana. Bend your left knee. Send the booty back long in that right leg. You can keep that foot grounded with toes forward, or you can lift your toes to the sky. Flexing your leg, taking care of your knee though. So maybe soften the knee, keep your heel grounded. Maybe you bring your left palm to the mat, press your upper arm into your thigh and work on another bind right here. You can open the chest. Maybe bring that top palm to low back and perhaps take it to a full bind if you're ready. Open the heart, look past your right shoulder. Find a cycle of breath. Releasing your bind. Hands can come through heart or protect you on the ground. We're going to come through a halfway lift, wide leg fold right here. This is our transition. And then to the top of your mat, low lunge, so right toes pivot forward. Left palm is now your base. Inhale, grounded twist, right palm to the sky. Scissor those inner thighs. Press into the thumb and index finger of your hand. Then exhale, open it up to a side plank. You can pivot the right knee and ankle and support yourself like a figure 4, or you can stack or stagger the legs. Reach your hips up towards the sky, flex your stacked legs, the toes if they are stacked. Pull your top hips slightly forward. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. High to low plank. First chaturanga dandasana, or maybe it's your second one. Low plank. Up dog or cobra as you breathe in, and down dog as you exhale. Nice work, friends. Inhale your left leg up and back. Let's get that length, and then bend your knees, scorpion dog. Shoulders stay level and active. Right knee tracks forward over the toes. Open the hips a little more. Let the toes reach back. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to opposite arm. So twist a little bit, high on the back toes, arch your back like cat, lift the knee up above your elbow. Inhale, left leg to the sky, 3-leg dog. Exhale, low lunge, step between your palms, back knee to the ground. Anjaneyasana, reach up and breathe. Scissor the thighs, 90-degree bends in the knees, nice long spine. Full inhale. Then left arm down, exhale, reaching for that side body stretch. You can let your hand hang, be on your hip, take it to a block, or if it's, accessible for you, reach for the ground. Inhale, bring your palms back up, tuck your back toes, and rise all the way up, standing crescent lunge. And feel the back foot stretch as you press back through the toes, heel stacks, pull the right hip forward, hug the thighs. Press your left foot down, light up the outer hip, take a breath in, and exhale, take flight into your airplane pose. Sweep your arms back. Try to let that shape come on gracefully rather than forcing the kick up. Hug your shoulders down. Wrap your little toe on the hovered leg down. Soften your right hip in line with your left. Reach through your heart, draw your little fingers towards one another behind you. Last breath in. And exhale, gently land your toes and find your crescent lunge. When you breathe in, sweep the arms up to the sky. And exhale, pivot open warrior 2. So get the shape all set up in your body. Soften your focal point. Press through your feet to light up the legs. Maybe let your shoulders hinge behind you a little bit more to open your heart, soften them. Nice. Inhale, reverse your warrior, sweep it open. Maybe the back palm comes behind you, fingers reaching for your hip crease, but let that side body open. Keep the right side body equally long. Press your ribs towards the left. Big breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Working on our bind here. Go ahead and use that shelf if you'd like. And bring the top palm towards your hip crease. And see if a full bind works for you today. Maybe using that strap. When you get to where you need to go, bring the shoulders stacked and line over the left knee, the left thigh. Open your heart. Maybe look up towards your right shoulder for a moment. Soften them from your ears, however. Use the legs, press down, keep the strength. Find length in your spine. Nice, you can release your bind. Inhale, star pose, rise up to standing. Pivot your feet forward, big breath in. And exhale, Skandasana, bending into your side leg. Sending it back. And let the toes lift if you'd like. Option to bring the right palm down, press into your thigh, reach your opposite arm up, maybe capturing behind you. Taking that bind on. Find some breath, let your chest open, your belly inflate. And then your variation, hands to heart or supported on the ground, come into our halfway lift of Prasarita. And then exhale, low lunge to the top of your mat. Left toes pivot forward, right palm is your base. Inhale, ground, reach for the sky. And then open up side plank. You can keep the figure four as your knee and toes pivot, supported by that left foot as well, or you can step it back and stagger the legs or stack your feet. Press down through the grounding points and lift your hips up. Pull your left hip slightly forward. Flex the toes that are grounded. Hold for 4, 3. Press into the thumb and index finger side of your grounded palm. 2 and 1. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Take it or leave it. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's flow that one breath to one movement. Inhale, right leg up and back, scorpion dog right away. Exhale, knee to opposite arm, spin and twist. Inhale, right leg up and back, long, 3-leg dog. Exhale, right foot down, low lunge, left knee down. Inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, right arm down, side body stretch. Inhale, tuck your toes, rise all the way up, standing crescent lunge. Exhale, fly your airplane pose, make it graceful. Inhale, land it, crescent lunge. Exhale, open it, warrior 2, strong legs. Inhale, reversing your warrior, ribs pressing forward. Exhale, extended side angle, reaching for those binds if they're feeling any easier to add on in the flow. Inhale, come up to star, straight legs, reaching arcs. And exhale, Skandasana, sending the right hip back, the leg that we've been working on. Nice, inhale, halfway. And exhale, low lunge to the top, left palm is base, open up, grounded twist, breathe in, scissor the thumbs. And exhale, find your side plank. Maybe you hover that right leg, breath in, hips high. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg sweeps up, bend the knee, scorpion. Exhale, pivot and twist to your opposite arm, knee drives up high. Inhale, left leg lengthens back. Exhale, low lunge, bring your right knee to the mat. Rise up with your breath in, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, side body stretch, left arm by your hip. Tuck your back toes, rise up to your crescent lunge as you breathe. Press into your left foot, fly your airplane pose. Softly land it, crescent lunge with arms overhead. And open up, exhale, warrior 2. Nice, reverse your warrior, breathe in, pressing the ribs to the left. An extended side angle as you breathe out, deepening maybe into a bind. Inhale, star coming up, reaching. Exhale, Skandasana, bend your left knee, send the booty back, maybe the toes to the sky. In your way, come up halfway, long legs. And exhale, low lunge to the top of your mat. Right palm is base, left arm reaches up, grounded twist. And then open up side plank. Maybe hover your left leg in line with your hip. Breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana. When you exhale, plant your palms. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower partway down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We have got one more round, friends. Stay with it. Just a couple add-ons as usual. Nice. Inhale, sweep your right leg up and back, scorpion. Exhale, knee to opposite arm and pause. Extend your right foot through so left arm comes to the sky. You can keep your leg bent, or you can extend and straighten your leg, reaching it for the toes on the ground. Either way, lift your hips up. Now, if you'd like to bend your knee, maybe capture your foot with your hand and try to extend the heel straight forward. And just hold up for another cycle of breath. Flex your toes if you're capturing your foot. Nice. Gently bend your knee and find your left palm under the ground. Three-leg dog, right leg to the sky. Exhale, low lunge. Back knee down, Anjaneyasana, reach it up. And side body stretch, right arm down. Little change, inhale, arms come up, keep the knees down. And exhale for half splits. Palms to blocks or to earth. Extend your right heel forward. Flexing the toes. And keeping your knee as bent as you need to protect that joint. Keep your left knee and hip in a nice line, stacked line together. And go ahead and start to fold from the hip creases, bending your elbows back, whatever you need to do. Just bringing your heart towards your big toe. Couple cycles of breath to go as deep as you feel comfortable doing so here. An option, last few breaths, to walk your palms to the right side. You can send your hips to the left and your right toes will, your right foot will kind of pivot to the right along with your heart as you come over to the side. So a little bit deeper target into that right hamstring, even into the calf, the Achilles tendon. And then walk it back through center when you're ready and plant that right foot, tuck your left toes. Inhale, come up, crescent lunge. And exhale, fly your airplane. Nice, friends. Land your toes, arms overhead, breathe in. And warrior two, open it up, breathe out. Reverse your warrior, inhale. Here comes a fun add-on. Exhale, extended side angle with your bind. Option for your bird of paradise. And we're gonna add on there if you wanna go. So gently bring your left foot forward. You can toe heel it or make a step. Come into this down forward fold with both toes facing forward. Keeping that bind with or without your strap. Lift your right heel, balance on your left foot. And slowly start to come to standing when you're ready. Got to commit to get up. Find your focal point so you're all set. Maybe extending the right leg. Whew. And then if this is a point you're at and you'd like to take it to bowing devotional bird of paradise, we're going to fold in half, keeping the shape. So bend at the left hip crease. Keep holding that right leg out. Side body's long, hamstring long. Flex the toes back for engagement. And just try to bow halfway, bringing your torso parallel towards the ground, holding it out, opening your heart. Find a round of breath. Oops. If you need to come out, that's fine. Bring the toes. Now, if you're folded, try to bring it all the way back upright to standing. And then bend those right toes to come out when you're ready. Come all the way to the ground. Nice. So step your left foot back for that extended side angle shape. And inhale, star pose. Nice work, everybody. Big breath in. And find your Skandasana, right knee bends, hips go back. As you exhale, take it low. Inhale, halfway lift your way. Exhale, low lunge to the top of your mat. Right arm to the sky, grounded twist, breathe in. And side plank, breathe out. Now this time, an option to add on big toe grab. Now bend your knee towards your chest. Take your arm through your inner thigh, peace fingers to big toe, and extend that foot to the sky. Press your hips up, keep your heart open, hold for 4 and 3. Take your foot with you to low lunge in 2 and 1. Take it slow, graceful, plant it, and high to low plank or skip it, downward facing dog. Nice work, everybody. Inhale, up dog, cobra poses. Exhale, downward facing dog. You know what's coming now. One more round. Inhale, left leg comes up and opens up, scorpion. Exhale, twist your knee to your outer arm. Left palm is face, right arm to the sky. Find that side plank with your knee bent. Option to grab the left side of your foot and extend your heel straight out in front of you. This is a precursor of what's to come for compass later. Lift your hips up, hold for 4, or keep the knee bent into your chest. 3, 2, 1, left leg to the sky, right palm to the ground, 3-leg dog, breathe in. And exhale, low lunge, step through. Back knee to the earth, inhale, reach for the sky. Left arm down, side body stretch. Reach for the sky as you inhale. And invite in your half splits. Exhale, plant your palms and extend your heel forward in line with your left hip. I love the blocks here. That is your call if you have them, if you want to use them. Keep your spine long. Lengthen your vertebra, natural shape to the spine. And hug your elbows back as you fold. Couple deep breaths, keeping a rhythmic motion, sound quality. An option to walk your palms now over to the left side. Allow your hips to naturally kind of pivot out to the right, but keep your left toes flexed back towards your heart. Let's take a moment here. And then come back through center, plant your left foot, tuck your right toes, inhale, crescent lunge, stand it up. Plant your left foot, exhale, fly your airplane, lift gracefully, like you want an airplane to take off for you, and like you want it to land. Exhale, land your toes, reach your arms up, breathe in. Nice, exhale, warrior 2, spin open. And reverse your warrior, take that breath. Extended side angle with your bind. Get ready for bird of paradise, round 2, last round of it. Slowly toe heel your right heel forward, or just step halfway up and then all the way up, 2 toes face forward like a bound forward fold. Shift the weight to your right foot, lift your left heel, and rise to standing. When and if you become ready. Find your balance, focal point is your gaze, extend the left leg, maybe look to the right. Whoops. Come out carefully. If you fall, it's okay. My balance is crazy right now. And if you'd like to add on that devotional bird of paradise, start to hold everything back, squeeze the muscles, and fold in half right here. Extending out through the left leg, flex the toes. Try to come down to a nice halfway lift, balanced on that right leg. Reach to the crown of your head. And when you're ready, inhale, coming all the way back up. And then bend those toes. When you're ready, friends, land that bird of paradise. Take your right foot back carefully, however you need to get into that extended bound side angle. And then release your bind, inhale, star. Full inhale at the top. Exhale, Skandasana, bend the left knee. Send the right toes to the sky. Inhale for your halfway lift, any style. Exhale, low lunge, top of your mat. Right palm is face, grounded twist. Breathe in as your left palm reaches. And breathe out as you side plank it right here. Now hover that left leg or bend the knee in. Big toe grab if you want it. Peace fingers to big toe. Your arms on the inner thigh side of your leg. Send the hips up, lengthen and kick up. Hold for 4 And 3, take that low lunge foot with you to the top of the mat. And 2, and 1, bend your knee. Try to walk that foot forward with your hands. Nice. Step it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Couple deep breaths right here. Pedal it out. You deserve it. Open mouth, exhale, self release. Extra heat. With your next breath in, float your knees to the mat. Shimmy off to one of your hips. We've got 1 round of core. So good time for a sip of water if you want it. It's a small sip. And we're gonna move on from there. Everybody's doing awesome so far. And it's funny to just notice how our balance can change so drastically. So when you're ready, lay down, interlace your fingers behind your head. Have your knees slightly bent, your heels a little bit wider than your hips with your toes into the sky. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, come up to a crunch, twist, lift all the way up, left elbow to right knee, squeeze that knee in. Inhale, lower all the way down. Exhale, round all the way up, twist to the left side. Inhale all the way back. Exhale all the way up, using the strength of your core rather than momentum. Now, if that's a lot to ask right now, that's fine. Know your body. You can take it, yogi bikes on your back, extending the legs left and right. Tapping the elbow to the thigh or the knee. Try to keep your elbows wide, sit up nice and tall if doing the full thing. If you're on your back and extending your feet, flex your toes so your legs have engagement. Nice, Karen. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Lower it down, hug your knees wide, shimmy side to side. And if you'd like to, take your legs long, wider than your hips, wire your arms out or cactus them. A couple rounds of big deep breath. You're amazing. We've done so much work. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Grab behind your thighs and rock and roll up to a seat. Ooh, nice. Okay, we've got right into our hips. So fire log, left knee, leg is on the ground, right leg's on top, flex those toes, stack the legs, hips stay grounded. So the heels are kicking out, the toes are coming back into the midline. You can stay upright or you can walk the palms down, maybe to forearms or blocks, have a little gentle fold. Getting that right outer hip nice and stretch. A little bit more loving right there. Just take another cycle of breath here. When you're ready, use your palms to lengthen your spine back up to a seated position and draw your left heel in closer to your hip and find that cradle pose with your elbow creases around the sole of your right foot and the knee, and squeeze your chest up towards your leg into your chest. So we're not shrugging our shoulders, and just give your baby a little gentle rock side to side, trying to parallel the shin to the ground. Now our leg is our backpack. Go ahead and grab your heel or your calf with your left and right hand and shimmy that shoulder up, or that leg up, on top of your shoulder, at least above the elbow. Take your right palm over, so you're on your right hip now. You're probably off to shrug it up and press into your right hand. Just spread those fingers wide. Left hand now grabs the outer edge of your right foot, compass pose, extend your leg up and open up and look through that picture window you've made with that open right hamstring, looking over towards the left armpit, the left side of the room. Hips are grounded. Take 2 deep breaths. You can always use a strap on the foot instead of the hand. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly come out of that picture window. Take the leg, the backpack strap off, extend your legs in front of you just for a moment, shake them out, and then fire log on the other side. Right leg underneath, left leg on top, flexing the toes as the heels extend out. Sit up tall, and if your sit bones feel comfy and grounded and you want to, fold forward. Keep the toes flexed. Let your left hip just get a little loving right here. And try to find those deep rhythmic breaths again. Just one more round of breath to try to melt a little bit deeper into that left outer hip. And begin to support yourself up to that long spine. Draw your right heel in closer to your left hip bone and find your cradle pose, elbow creases wrapped around the left heel or arch rather of your foot. Rock your baby. Now avoid the shrugged shoulders, so open the chest, pull the chest towards your shin, and try to draw your shin in a little closer towards your chest. Parallel your leg, the calf to the earth. Flexed toes here. And now we hike up our backpack strap. So your left hip might lift as you try to draw that leg up and over. Left palm now to the ground, so your left hip should ground for sure. Spread those hands wide, that's your base. Take your palm to the left side, the little toe side of your foot. Start to extend your leg, straightening your leg. You can use a strap if you'd like. Your arm will come up and try to open up behind you, behind your bicep, behind your ear as you look to the right. Feel a lot of nice stretch in that right ribs. We've opened up the side bodies a lot today. Stretched our hamstrings a lot. Time about 2 more deep breaths. And start to gently come out of that picture window frame, bend the knee, and elongate both legs momentarily in front of you. Just shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. Nice. And then come to a high plank. So there's compass pose, that seated variation, and there's a side plank variation. So let your right palm be your base. Open up to side plank, left palm forward, or up rather. Ground down in your left foot. And draw your right knee into your chest. Capture your right foot with your hand and extend your foot forward. So flex those toes, lift the hips. Now you can stay here or start to swing your leg up and open towards the top of your mat, pulling open that picture window, friends. Open the side body, be strong with the leg and the arm. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and return your leg back to center on 1. Find your high plank pose. Draw your knees wide, child's pose, big toes to touch. Take it back, stretch the back. Take a moment to reset, to rest. Maybe your elbows come wide to soften the shoulders. Deep breaths, 1 more inhale. And exhale. Inhale to tabletop and take your feet back, high plank. We will try that on the left side. So open up your heels to the left, right palm to the sky. Your right foot is your base, so root it down. Draw your left knee in towards your chest. Take your right hand to your left little toe side of that left foot. Extend your heel forward. Lift the hips a little higher. Take a breath in. Start to swivel your leg to the top of your mat. Open up into that picture window. Look up. You've got the opening. Yes, no, it's here. Hold for 4, 3, 2. Slowly come out on 1. Take your leg long to the side. Bend your knee. High plank pose. Child's pose. Knees down, big toes to touch. Send your hips back. You can roll your wrists if you want. Widen your elbows or take your palms towards your heels. Maybe caress your brow crease on the mat. A couple deep breaths. Nice. And on your inhale, come up to tabletop. Shimmy off to one of your hips and come to your sweet back. Lower down. Oh yeah. And draw your knees towards your chest. Give a little squeeze. Plant your feet hips width distance apart. Shoulders down your back, palms by your sides. Bridge pose. Inhale to lift your hips up towards the sky. And walk your shoulders underneath you a little bit more. Maybe take a bind. Press your forearms into the ground. And draw your chin towards the crown of your head so it's off of your chest. Make sure all 10 toes press down. Try to lift the hips and the hamstrings up just a little bit more. Get a little more lift in this bridge. And last big breath in. Release your binds as you exhale. Slowly roll down, one vertebra at a time. And Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of feet together, knees wide. Maybe you place your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your low abdomen. Just experience your practice through your breath, the heartbeat. Draw your knees together, hug them one more time into your chest. Capture your feet, happy baby pose, knees to ribs. Flex feet as you stomp towards the sky, but actively draw down and let your shoulders stay rested in the ground here. There's space in your throat. Chin is off of chest. Natural curvature of your neck is there. Savor some stillness, but option always to add on any movement that you want. Try to keep your legs here in this shape wherever you're at and tee your arms out wide. You can cactus them as well if that feels better on your shoulders. And start to drop your legs to the left side, stacking hips for a supine twist variation with bent knees. You can look up or to the right if that's comfortable for you. And hopefully your bicep, your deltoid are away from your ear, on the right side in particular. And just for fun, try to come back to the legs of your happy baby as you inhale. See if you can lift the right knee up, keeping that 90-degree bend. And come back up to both hips. Let your spine re-elongate if you need to adjust in any way. Tee those arms out, keep them cactus, whatever. Then release your legs to the right side. So your knees can stack, your hips can stack, shoulders in the ground, look upward to your left. And if it helps you to maintain the shape, flex your toes. Couple breaths. And ready to move on for the sake of fun again. Try to keep those 90-degree bends in your knees. Lift just the left leg up until you come all the way over onto your hips and the right leg comes up. Then draw both knees into your chest and give yourself a nice tight squeeze, ball pose, round everything. Breathe into your back. And Shavasana is there when you're ready. Elongate your body. Rest heavy and easy on the earth. Tuck your wings underneath you. Get any wiggles out that you might have left, shakies. Just find some stillness and some time to process and repair. And with this close of class, it's a reminder to make time on your calendar just for you, to prioritize your self-care, your needs, your happiness. So encompassing your mind, body, spirit. Make that your top priority today and this week. Try to write it into that to-do list. Put it in as a priority. Find your deep rhythmic breath, letting your ribs expand on your inhales. Just let them press back in, feel the earth beneath you on your exhale breaths. And just one more round of breath, slow and easy. And if you're ready to come out, start to wiggle fingers and toes. So starting small, starting slow, starting light. Getting a little bit deeper, bigger, wider as we roll the wrists and ankles. Shimmy the body, maybe take that big good morning stretch. Taking your time, you can roll to your favorite side, bicep as pillow, or just draw your knees in. You can come up any way that feels good, but try to take it casually. Slow it down just a little. And let your eyes be heavy if they're not already closed. And when you're ready to be seated, just find that comfortable seat. And let your chin bow down towards your chest. Stretch all the way through the cervical spine and sit up and sit back a little more. And hands can come to your heart together if you'd like. Once again, prioritizing you, prioritizing your mind, body, and spirit. I draw my hands up to my third eye space, lighted intuition, with all the gratefulness and love for each one of you. Thank you and namaste. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you next class. Have a great afternoon.